Common beech, fagus, silvica, beechwood, B-E-E-C-H, beech. We have an ash tree, Frasinus. They should bring the labels closer because we can't step in there, can we? The cottage grounds. So right now we are here, Queen Charlotte's Cottage. Now this is what I mean, like, imagine this being your house and you've got all this space and wildlife outside. I need that. God, listen to me, man. Welcome to Queen Charlotte's Cottage. The family of King George III used this building as a rural hideaway, a place to enjoy the surrounding woodlands and have picnics. Oh, the cottage is open on selected days. So, I guess it's not open today. But they have a film of the cottage interior. Let me just take this cold down. And if you want to see inside, then go on to Q's website and check it out. I was hoping we could go in today, but we would just look through the windows. They have a statue in there. It's like a proper actual house inside. I shouldn't look through the house because that's intrusion. Planting the English oaks. On 15th March 1984, Her Royal Highness Princess Michael of Kent, assisted by Lord Ezra, the Lord Mayors and Mayors of London, planted 35 English oaks here in the Queen's Cottage grounds to launch Beautiful Britain 1984. So these 15 English oaks are named by who planted them. So we have Princess Michael of Kent, Lord Ezra, Richard upon Thames, obviously their closest, Kingston, City of London, Westminster, Kensington, Ealing, Enfield, Islington, Merton, Southwark, Lambeth, Sutton, Wandsworth, Tower Hamlets, Newham, Lewisham, Hounslow, Harrow, Hammersmith and Fulham, Croydon, Brent, Bromley, Barnet, Barking and Dagenham, Bexley, Camden, Hackney, Haringey, Hillingdon, Havering, Greenwich, Redbridge and Waltham Forest. So every council part did what they needed to do. So here are the grounds here, and then we have where each tree is. So this first one here would be where Princess Michael planted the first tree. But I really love the exterior of these buildings. It's like very Victorian, yes, and it may not have been like the material you should have used to keep the warm in per se. I'm not too sure. They didn't have double glazing in this time is what I mean, but just the exterior is very beautiful with the wood and the bricks, and how big it is, because in a lot of places all the buildings are like squashed together in a sense, and this is just not cool. Living on top of each other, stacks and stacks of flats. You have no garden. Like, what are you supposed to do except for stay in your house or be out on the road? And I don't think it's conducive. I think houses like this, cottages like this, are conducive. You know, you got your living room, bedrooms, bathroom, everything. You've got a barn, let's say, stuff to plant your herbs, veg. You sit down. You know what I mean? It's very tranquil. There's no tranquility in today's buildings, and it is a shame. But alas, let's stop this right now. Well, in the next few years, guys. Anyway, before I ramble on, let's go to the Woodland Walk now. Ramble. Like, not the Woodland Walk. There is the Green Oak Shelter. So we're gonna walk 300 meters back this way. We have made it to the Woodland Walk. 300-meter boardwalk gives us a chance to visit the previously inaccessible part of Kew. Here you can experience the sights, sounds and smells of the British woodland without damaging the fragile habitats. This area is part of 16-hectare woodland that has been left largely in a wild and natural state since Queen Victoria bequeathed Queen Charlotte's Cottage to Kew in 1898. Wow. This one's beautiful. Sweet chestnut. Castanea sativa. Sweet chestnut. The imposing tree in this area is a sweet chestnut. Although not native, it has been found in Britain for centuries. The tree is commonly called sweet chestnut to distinguish it from the horse chestnut. I have a bee like right in my ear. This large deciduous tree is widely cultivated for its edible nuts contained in prickly husks. The oldest tree in the gardens is a sweet chestnut dating back to the early 1700s. how tall it goes on and on. That's why I want the walkway to be open. So they have cherry trees in here. The beach. So, as you can see, we are on this wood walk, the common holly, and it's like separate from the trees, which is good. I think it's good. Should just keep them there instead of having people like me touching them. Horse chestnut is not a British native. It was introduced to Britain in the 17th century. You tell me, guys, what was going on in the 17th century that all this stuff was being introduced here? The European ash is one of the largest native deciduous trees found in Europe, reaching a towering 40 meters. One of the most common trees in Britain, it is widely used for its timber. The wood is both strong and elastic, making it ideal for sporting equipment like tennis rackets and billiard cues. Oh! Billiards. Yeah, I never thought about that. Like when you're playing pool, when you're playing snooker, you're using wood. Common yew is one of the only 3 conifers native to Britain. Historically, some botanists did not consider yew to be a true conifer because it does not bear its seeds in a cone. All parts of a yew plant are toxic to humans except the flesh of the berries, but be warned, even the seeds inside of the berries are toxic too. And like how many people had to eat these berries and stuff to distinguish what's toxic or not? All these questions that I don't really need the answer to. Scots pine, the national tree of Scotland, is the only pine native to the British Isles. Conifers. Look out for our 3 British native conifer species: common juniper, English yew, and Scots pine. They are essential for many of our woodland animals. They provide dense cover for nesting birds and are food plants for caterpillars, moths, birds, and squirrels. Although the total number of conifer species in the world is small, they are of immense ecological importance. The juniper. The common juniper is one of the most widely distributed woody plants in the world. Tough and adaptable, it is found in many varied habitats in the British Isles alone. Globally, it can be found from the Arctic Circle to as far as south of Asia or India. Juniper's astringent berries are too bitter to eat raw and are usually sold dry to flavour meat, sauces, stuffings, ale, and most famously gin. Like, who said, let me put this in some tequila, gin, you know what I mean? Like, what was people going through in the 17th century? Field maple. Is it Acer or Acker? Britain's only native maple may not be the largest, but is renowned for its bright autumn foliage and the value of its hard and strong white wood. It can grow up to 26 meters. In autumn, field maples produce dry-winged helicopter fruits called samaras. Because of their shape, they spin around as they fall, and the wind can carry the seeds far and wide. Oh, the helicopter one! I used to see them all the time when I was growing up. And now you just don't see things like this anymore. Elm. The elm tree. This is cute. It's got little pink flowers on there. So where is eucalyptus? The tree that shaped Britain. The oak, a quintessential tree of Britain, has benefited the country economically and ecologically, but this much loved tree faces threats despite being synonymous with strength and endurance. Oaks produce one of the hardest and most durable timbers in the world. Modern uses of oak in Britain include furniture, flooring, boat building, and barrels. Oak has also been used in curing foods for many years. Oak queens. Wow. Inset Hotel. The UK is home to more than 20,000 different insects. Many of them are beneficial to us because they help pollinate flowers and control pests. Birch. Oh, B-I-R-C-H. Betula pendula. It is not difficult to spot our native silver birch. Look for a medium-sized deciduous tree with white papery bark. This bark distinguishes it from the downy birch, which has reddish bark and turns grey with age. The silver birch is a pioneer species. It is one of the first trees to occupy open ground. Its success lies in its abundant production of seeds, which are very light and efficiently dispersed by wind. Lime. Lime trees are not related to citrus fruits we know as lime. So why can't you name it? Since they're giving it all these other names. Sycamore. Oh my god. The sycamore tree, though native to Eastern and Southern Europe, has become common and widespread throughout the UK. There is a disagreement as to when sycamore first arrived, but reports of their naturalization go back to the mid-1800s. They are highly adaptable and tolerant of wide variety of environments. This makes them excellent street trees, but also gives them a weedy reputation. Yes. I do not like... Well, I wouldn't say I don't like sycamore trees, but they are everywhere, and once they're in the ground and they pick up, it's hard to get them out. But I did use them to build my fence, a small fence on my allotment, so I appreciate it for that. It's sad that we couldn't see the Viola odorata. The sweet violet is the only truly wild population of purple violets at Kew. Fortunately, seeds harvested here have been introduced into the sward of Thames Valley flora near the Elizabeth Gate. The violet sweet scent is a popular ingredient in French perfumes. French violet syrup is also used as a food flavoring and confectionery. So the thing with the Viola odorata is it's pricey to get even a 2 ml bottle. Some Moroccan violet 2 ml bottle will cost you around £30. This is if it's Viola odorata, and it smells like the purple sweets that we used to eat when we was children, and it's a very nice sweet smell, calming smell. I would like to grow some proper ones myself. Hazel tree. It's over. It's time. They said we are recouping and we will get back to you in springtime. I want to see today if they have viola seeds in the shop. I didn't know there was more than one shop. Obviously there should be, as it's such a large space. Now I would like to go to the oak collection. Let's go to the oak collection. That was the Woodland Walk. 300 meters of different trees. Maybe if the treetop walkway is open, we may be able to see more.